Hello there, welcome back to my channel. Copper Dragons here, and I'm going to be playing some more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. So let's hop right in and continue the game. Now, I'm just going to talk to Penny real quick, because I haven't finished that up last video. But yeah, let's ask about Mr. Hammer. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yes? On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2. Huh, I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh, I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt. You know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was, too. Film set? Was that the trailer part of the film set? Then... Alright, let's ask about the last episode. What do you mean the last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. No! Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kid shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Alright, let's ask about studio policy. Why aren't they going to make kid shows anymore? The studio bigwigs, don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. Yeah, I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this. Okay, let's provide the path to glory. Since that's easily the only thing I can do. And what's this? A fan collected all of these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be canceled just so some adults can save face. I would think I would think you would rather understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me, what it is that Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. I have to ask about the 5 years ago incident. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently, 5 years ago, someone died, and it was Hammer's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush things up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. Alright. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. Alright, sorry about that. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know Mr. Hammer. Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks. We'll try asking her. If she'll talk. Alright, let's move to the main gate. Just so I could actually talk to Miss Oldbag. What are you still slinking around? What, you're still slinking around? if you like the place so much, why don't you take over for me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. I'm gonna pause the recording because I gotta pull up this guide again. All right, sorry about that. Um, who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Um, let's talk to her about what happened 5 years ago. I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago. Who told? Who did you hear that from? Huh? Nicholas. Nichols? Nicholas. Nick. Penny Nichols. Um, that assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers, dredging up on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. Well, he is a murderer, so we have a pretty darn good reason to bring it up. I suppose you think this is fun. No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you think that Hammer stole Powers' costume? You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer stole Powers' costume? I have proof. Okay, I need to present the state. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Okay, the state plate. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so, this is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on that plate. I bet Powers put that stuff, put it in there himself. Even a lightweight like him must have trouble sleeping sometimes. Except I have proof that Mr. Powers put the pills back in. Put the pills in. It's a sleeping pill bottle. This bottle contains sleeping pills. Mr. Hammer's fingerprints were found all on the bottle. Man, just say something already, old bag. Okay, I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi photo. Paparazzi took a photo of it. The photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. Honestly, I don't doubt that. She does look like someone who would be involved with the mafia. She just gives off those kinds of vibes, you know? She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand. Poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Yes, Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh, wait a second. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and he fell onto the flower box fence. Man, that sucks. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. Understand. 5-year-old photo added to the court record. Alright. Let's just try and move outside Studio 2. Okay. Wait, never mind. October 19th, Studio 1 entrance. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left, from here to go to Studio 2. Right, but why? I wonder if someone called him. like the director or the producer. All right, let's go outside Studio 2. October 19th, Studio 2 entrance. Hey Nick, it's Miss Vasquez. Hello? Um, hello? Uh, hello? Maya, should at least try to be polite. Um, well, she is being polite. And honestly, if you're just gonna ignore someone talking to you, yeah, that just makes Vasquez rude. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say, apparently. Let's talk to her about Mr. Hammer. Um, yeah. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and shush. Huh? Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Okay. Um, let's present the 5-year-old photo, because the guide says that I have to do that. Um, let's do that. Um, okay. Um, let's go ahead and present this 5-year-old photo. Okay. He's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Well, old bag. Old? She means that security lady. Miss Old Bag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's gotten stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk more about it inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. Alright, let's go inside. Okay. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why when he was doing kid shows that's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Yeah, kind of. Well, not kind of. You are. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag down Mr. Hammer from his rightful place as a star. Oh? Haven't pulled anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour on its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And to think it was just an accident. Excuse me. What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think what it would be if it wasn't an accident. Murder. No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That's what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard. Believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh? Well, she was a big fan of hammers, you see? She jumped on the reporter. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands. She did. Gave him a few bruises too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool, of course. All the reporter would need is the negatives, and he could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What? This is valuable evidence. Boys. Who are they? Professionals. They are good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why would D. Vasquez care about all that? Why would she care about it all at all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that, where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No. Man, I really need some help here. Hold it right there. I heard everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me. Now. Thank God Gumshoe came in right at the nick of time. You know, not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. All right. Yeah. This is really weird. Hey, you okay, pal? I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Yeah, sorry about that. I just paused the recording to check and see how long I've been playing for. Let's go ahead and head into the trial, because I still have a lot of time in this video left. Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe. Thank you. I was really scared. Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. Honestly, I think that Gumshoe's a pretty decent guy. Honestly, I do. It's just that he's a little confused at times. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Alright, well, Nick. It looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez. That is very true. Alright, to be continued. Now, keep in mind, I'm recording this, at around 12, my time. It should be coming out within a couple hours. So, yeah. October 20th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 4. Man, I'm about to finish up, episode 3. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. Prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of the trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening statement. Alright. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. It claims that the scene of the crime was, in fact, Studio 2. Today, I will call the people present in Studio 2, the Studio 2 trailer that day. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Ironic, huh? Alright. Yeah. Let's see what we can do. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution, Miss D. Vasquez, to the stand. Miss D. Vasquez is a producer who was present at the Studio 2 trailer that day. Alright. Will the witness state her name and occupation? I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright, sorry about that. D. Vasquez, I'm a producer for Global Studios. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes? I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate, do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimony concerning the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right. If she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Alright, the day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little bit before noon. The meeting at 12. Began at 12. sharp. It ended at 4. There was a rehearsal to be. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. At 2:30, we took a 15-minute break before the meeting. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later when he went to Studio 1. That's all. Alright. I have a question about one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so Sal had to take you. The van. There's a van at Studio 2. Huh. I completely forgot about that. Um, alright. I had him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk. What? With, the monkey's head toppling over. A van added to the court record. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright. Your cross-examination. This is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Okay. I have to present the stake on the 6th statement. I entered the trailer. That's 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's present, the stake plate on this statement. Wait, oh my god, I was so scared that it wasn't there. Oh my god. As I thought. Huh? You claim you ate, a T-bone steak. But I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on a table in the employees area. As you can see, a large bone, has been left behind. Mr. Wright, may I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly, my point. Remember, if you will, Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella ate at a table outside the trailer. Yet there were no bones left on the plate. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me how a person can eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone. I think, I know how. You didn't eat the steak. Yeah. You didn't eat any steak during that break. I'm gonna pause the recording real quick. Alright. You took your steak and threw it somewhere else. Like that incinerator. I see. Then what was Miss Vasquez doing during her break? Isn't it obvious? Your Honor, meeting the Steel Samurai. She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying, yes, Your Honor. As Miss Vasquez left the trailer to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Alright. Mr. Wright, isn't it a little presumptuous? What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Wright? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be boring as all the rest. Very well. Let's have a battle of wits, you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Alright, let's see. What was the murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman of petite stature. How could I possibly use that heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't, could you? I think you could have a great deal of difficulty using that weapon. Pretty much anyone would. You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording real quick whenever I get the chance. So yeah. Alright, What is the meaning of this? The spear was found laying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as the murder weapon. Um, alright, let's present the samurai spear. Um, alright, I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run, but someone fixed it, the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who's wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? That's actually pretty good evidence too. Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what your silence. I'm the one testifying here, and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what the weapon used to kill Mr. Hammer? Alright, I can tell you. I couldn't make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was. I'm afraid your confidence can sometimes be unfound, Mr. Wright. Very well. Let's see what the murder weapon was. I think it might have to be the 5-year-old photo, judging by what the guide says. Look at this photo. What is this? Why, that's Jack Hammer standing on top of the stairs. Alright. Order. If I cannot have order in this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is this all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth, you still can't see it? The man, the fallen man in this photo, see how his fence post pierced through the chest? What? Are you saying... Yes. What happened 5 years ago is, has happened again? Huh? I mean, that does make sense considering the length of the accident, but still. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss D. Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence. Just like Jack Hammer, had himself done 5 years ago. Whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that caused another man to die. Alright. 5 years ago. Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say, for the sake of argument, that Mr. Hammer died at the trailer, as you say. Yet the body was found in Studio 1, was it not? And the evil magistrate costume, and in the evil magistrate costume, no less. Are you claiming that I carried the body to Studio 1 and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15-minute break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting at the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:45. Could Jack Hammer have pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio 1 and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? Yeah, she had another way. What if she had another way to carry the body? other than with her own hands. For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was no way you could carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear it. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. The van. All right. Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One, and you used the studio van to do it. Honestly, that's a good point, considering there was no blood there. Recall your testimony. There has to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. Alright. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then before anyone else got there, you put the body into the magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget, it was Salmonella that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manella was a conspirator? Okay, of course he was. Yeah, of course Salmonella has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had to dispose of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably burned it in that small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? Alright. No need. Okay. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lose. You win. It was fun. I win? Yeah, that was a pretty interesting way to end this. So, what happens next? Huh? Don't don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost? Something like that? I just said that. Wait, so you mean D. Vasquez, so it was you? You killed Jack Hammer? Yeah. It's pretty obvious she did. Who can say? Alright, I'm gonna pause the recording again. Alright, sorry about that. I just wanted to check and see how long I've been playing for. Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of that battle, we proved the possibility that a murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. There's another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Huh? But what do you mean decisive proof? Order. Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts? Of course, it's as the witness says. Certainly it does not seem very likely she did it, but, there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you have no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Alright. Yeah. Okay. Testify again, Vasquez. Yeah, I'd like you to testify again. Testify again? You know when to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only, say, what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there is to say. What would happen if I said it again? You know what? I'm gonna save the rest of this trial for next video. Be sure to like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.